Yo, what's good, everybody? This your girl, Allie Nick, giving it to you when I give it to you, but always in the nick of time. And we just about to get right into this messy thing, also known as SISTAS. Andi. Now, you know what? I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm not even mad at the fact that Andi still loves Gary because feelings don't work like that. Feelings don't cut off because someone has wronged you or someone has done something to disappoint you, to hurt you, or to put you in a different type of headspace. So I get that. And I think that it's very authentic and it's a very real thing when you call yourself being in love with somebody and they do something to really, break your heart. You still love them. You may not want to deal with them, but you still love them. So when Penelope asked Andi if she still loves Gary, and Andi said yes, I said, "Oh, okay, so she's being honest." And then she asked her, "Do you still love him?" And she says, "Yes, but not like I used to." I was all for Andi. I said, "Okay, Andi, you being honest, even though you still lying somewhat, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. You at least being, somewhat honest right now." Then when Penelope asked her if she still wanted to be with him, I was not expecting Andi to say what she said.
Do you want to be with him after last night? No. You sure? 100%.
I said, after last night, Andi, after everything this man has put you through, you telling me that it was last night that put the damn nail in the coffin for you when it comes to Gary? And I'm going to tell y'all straight up, I don't believe Andi worth a damn. I don't believe Andi worth a damn. I believe that Andi is still going to mess with Gary after all of this. I believe that Andi has not reached her cap when it comes to Gary. I believe that the next time we see them together, it's going to be a situation. She may hold out for a while. I'm not saying she going to immediately jump back, in the bed with old boy. But what I am saying is we may experience a season where Andi truly separates herself with Gary. But history tells us that Andi will give you tears. Andi will give you performance. Andi will give you theatricals. And then 45 minutes later, she will be back hopping on Gary's lap. We've seen it happen several times. In season 5, we saw Andi and Gary have a true come to Jesus meeting. They both decided we are not good for each other. They both decided that we are bad for each other. Nothing good can come out of this union. And I was thoroughly shocked because I said, this is the first time I have ever seen Gary and Andi actually have a conversation that I am in total and complete agreement with. Then I knew not to be too happy because Andi is one of those characters who I can rock with for about 7 minutes out of the entire episode. And then she's going to do something that causes me to yell at her, to causes me to say, you know what? This is why I can't rock with your ass. This is why I can only give you 7 minutes. And we know what the number 7 means. It equates to, which is completion. I give her 7 minutes, then I'm done. Then I got to go back to hating on her ass because Andi is just that type of character. Andi will say all the things that sound good, all the things that are appealing and pleasing to the ear, that makes herself feel good in the moment. And then in the same breath, she will go back on everything that she stated. Again, we see Penelope telling Andi that they are not the only ones. And Andi is acting as if she is in utter and complete shock. And I'm sitting watching my TV saying, Andi, why are you acting like this? First of all, you're not being completely honest with Penelope because even though Penelope did not know that Gary had a wife, Andi did. And Andi was okay with being the side chick. Andi was okay with being the mistress. She conveniently left that part out when she was trying to console Penelope. I said, now, Andi, I rock with you, sis. I understand. I understand the logic of not revealing that part of yourself to Penelope because maybe you want to appear a certain way in front of her. But we all know the truth. You scandalous, sis. You are scandalous. Bold and in all caps. And I just find it interesting that Andi walked into the office with Gary and Hayden with her high and mighty speech about how she feels, about what Gary would never be able to do to her again. And I'm like, sis, I'm going to need you to stop acting as if you were the main chick. You were never the main chick. Gary never treated you as if you were the main chick. We have seen countless of times that Gary has proven over and over again how he truly felt about Andrea Barnes. It is explicitly clear how he feels about her, what he thinks about her. He has repeatedly called her lifestyle basically shambles, worth nothing. All she is sex. She's a good time. That's it. She's for play. And I thought back to a scene where Andi went to go see Karen. And she was basically telling Karen, like, when would she meet a good guy? When would she meet a guy who don't want to play games? And what I have gathered about the character of Andi, I really don't believe that Andi see herself in the way that she should. Because she walks around as if being in a relationship with Gary was on the up and up. And that she deserved better. And she was worthy of better. And I'm thinking, how are you going around professing this air about yourself when you have chosen to be in the gutter? When you have chosen to be the woman that he comes to see in the morning before he goes to work, lying to his wife that he's going to the gym. You haven't positioned yourself for better, yet you walk around with your nose in the air as if you are worthy of better. And I'm not saying that Andi can't get there. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is she walks around as if she is completely oblivious to the bullshit that she's actually functioning in. And I said, it takes a different person to function that way. To know that you trash, to know that you ain't worth two damns. But yet and still, you function as if you deserve the world. And to me, that's what we have been, seeing of Andi. I am hoping in season 7 that we do see, I know it's only a 3-month jump, so it ain't going to be, drastic changes. But I really am hoping that we see a different side of Andi, that we really see her function in that place of better, because I definitely believe that she can get there. And I will give Andi her props in how she has handled this situation with Penelope, because she could have been closed off. She could have refused any type of conversation with her. But I do appreciate the fact that she was being, I guess, as honest as she could be. And she was actually there to console her, to speak, some encouraging words. And that's not always the light in which we see Andi function in. So it was great seeing her in that way. So I'm hoping we carry this momentum over to season 7, because I am really looking forward to see a different Andi and to see what better really looks like on her. Even though I told y'all I can only give my good sis 7 minutes, then I got to go back to riding her ass. But prayerfully we do see a different side of Andrea Barnes in season 7. But the fact that she is in a place to admit that she still loves Gary, I can respect that. Because I did have some people who were messaging me about the fact they thought Andi was stupid because she still loves Gary. And I don't think Andi is stupid because she loves him. It is difficult to sit in that emotion and know that this person is not worthy of you in that way, and to truly assess yourself accurately and begin to heal from that emotion with that person, to disconnect from an emotional bond that you may have with someone. It's challenging. And so I don't know if we're going to be able to witness that, but I can appreciate the fact that she was indeed honest about it. So I'm going to give Andi props on that. But I do want to thank you guys for listening. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe Tell somebody to tell somebody, you feel me? And until next time, I will holler at y'all later, and y'all be safe out there.